Hello viewers, I'm Hitman, and I'm SB. This is Hitman. I guess I'm Hitman. That wasn't wrong. Before we get started on today's mission, I noticed while looking through the mastery menus last night that I was only 500 XP away from level 10 on Sapienza, so I went and did one challenge and got that. So in addition to the tools we picked up yesterday, we now have access to a single dose of lethal poison administrable via food. I can see a lot of use for that. And also, that is the same object. It moves my mouse cursor when I hit escape. Okay. This, an audio distraction advice remotely triggered. So usually we do pretty well with distractions via coin, but this is something I don't necessarily have to be present for the moment that I want it to go off. I can definitely see this being useful as well. Alright, let's do it. We're going to Colorado today. Let's see what's up.
Good morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
What's up with Jason over there? Am I not going to get... I feel like I could use a little bit more story on this. Okay. No additional... Here we go. Oh, there's like all kinds of intel that we've not been reading. Well, I guess it doesn't super matter in most cases, but I want to know what's going on here. Ezra Berg is a retired Mossad agent specializing in chemical interrogation techniques. Son of an Israeli architect, Berg had a privileged upbringing in suburban Tel Aviv. However, during the inspecting of a West Bank housing project, Berg's entire family was taken hostage by Hezbollah and held for ransom. Eventually rescued by Israeli troops, young Berg had nevertheless come to sympathize with the plight of his captors, Stockholm Syndrome. He was still committed to the safety of his nation, but he came to resent his government's harsh and inhumane treatment of a vastly inferior enemy. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Stockholm Syndrome. They could have just been right. I don't really know a lot about the situation. Berg studied chemistry and took a particular interest in psychoactive medication. He eventually became an intelligence operative for Mossad, specializing in chemical interrogations, where he earned a reputation for being clean, efficient, reliable, and able to make anyone crack. His methods were hardly ethical, but nevertheless non-violent, and Berg considered his services a lesser evil. Slowly, however, he began expanding his repertoire, dabbling in drug-induced hypnosis, memory wipes, and subliminal mind control. This became too controversial for the Mossad leaders, who forced Berg into early retirement. In 2015, he sold his property in Tel Aviv to allegedly travel the world. He has not been seen since. A polite and soft-spoken gentleman, Berg considers himself a humanitarian who performs necessary duties with the least amount of cruelty and indignity. He is nevertheless willing and able to inflict intense psychological terror and can be recognized by his trademark featureless silicone mask, which he uses to unnerve and terrify his sedated subjects. Okay, I was starting to think we were going to go that entire thing without ever mentioning the face. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's intimidating and terrifying me, and I'm not even in the same reality he's in, so I guess it must be effective. Also, this is, level is called Freedom Fighters, and I know that Io, who makes Hitman, also made the Freedom Fighters games. This level might have a bunch of references in it, but if it does, I will not recognize them. Alright, so there's an agency pickup at the Southern Farm Perimeter Shack. I mean, we'll be able to see it on the map. What do we want to bring? We have a lot of tools now. Looks like some kind of militia compound, so... I wonder if we'll be frisked, like at the gate. Or probably everybody's walking around strapped because it's a militia compound, so actually it probably doesn't matter what we bring where. I was just thinking that if there's something we don't want to get, we don't want to lose to a frisk, we want to put it in the pickup. You know what? Let's put a big gun in the pickup. We'll figure this out. So we should probably bring a lockpick. And I say let's go explosive phone in our other slot. This thing's got some uses. I'm trying to see what's the details button. Here we go. Place visibly to cause the target to pick it up, and then call it to trigger the device. It'll explode when it's answered. So this should be useful for some kind of shenanigans. Yeah, alright. We're not bringing the poison, we're not bringing the new Distracto device. We'll figure out uses for all this stuff. Alright, let's try it. This mission probably will be worth quite a bit of mastery because we have 4 targets, and generally the main target of the mission, the first time you kill them, you get 5,000. And then each of them will have, you know, some kind of ridiculous, cartoony way to assassinate them. Each of those also being potentially worth another 5,000. We might be able to get a lot of mastery here and unlock some cool stuff pretty easily before the final mission. Although I didn't look at what kind of stuff we can unlock, so maybe none of it will even be useful. Maybe it'll be, you know, machetes and stuff.
Welcome to Colorado, 47. The militia has taken up HQ at an old apricot farm and appear to be training for a series of coordinated strikes, ranging from cyber attacks to full-blown guerrilla warfare. The Shadow Client appears to unite specialists and radicals from all over the map. Mercenaries and terrorists, hackers and spies joined by an unknown common cause. Satellite scans indicate that the command room is below ground inside an old tornado shelter. Only Rose appears to have access, however, so to get inside, you will need to get creative. This environment is hostile and highly alert, so tread carefully. Good luck, 47.
Oh, also, before we really get going, I did want to mention, Eric Soders is a member of the management of ICA, our crazy assassin agency. That is something that I didn't show you guys the prologue with the tutorial in it, but that is something that that you would know if you had played the game from the beginning. Unlike all of the other mysterious stuff, which is just as mysterious to me as it is to you. My frame rate is not awesome right now. Well, it looks like this is where our pickup is. Alright, yeah, we are extremely not allowed to just walk around here, I'm sure. Here's our sniper rifle. Out of curiosity, is there a place we could perch? Because a lot of this map seems to be open and outdoors. Maybe get on top of one of the buildings. I'm just thinking, you know, being inside of this place is going to be all terrifying all of the time. Well, let's get a little closer. We might be able to draw somebody off and steal a disguise here.
So, who's the freak in the mask?
The freak in the mask? What the hell are you talking about?
I was just at the security station watching the feeds. There's this creepy guy interrogating the hostage. He wears like a 3D printed mask.
Oh, yeah, that must be Berg. Oh, yeah, man, his interrogation techniques, totally just out-of-box stuff. Like truth serums, drugs, that kind of thing. But none of the rough stuff. No, they don't like to mark up their patients, so to speak. Those Mossad boys like things clean and efficient. Berg. That's from Berg?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I've heard of him. Chemical interrogation expert. guess it's his makeshift lab they've set up. Word is he can make anything crack.
Oh man, you don't know the half of it. I mean, the stuff this guy's into, get this. Drug-induced hypnosis, memory wipes, subliminal mind control.
Okay, apparently I didn't need to read all that intel. It's just going to be handed to us here.
Christ, this next gen warfare makes my head spin. You know, just point me in a direction and tell me who to shoot, eh?
Oh, no. You'll get to shoot. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of that.
Well, whatever Berg's up to, he better work fast. Rose is itching for some Q&A.
So here's something weird that I came across the other day.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
So apparently in Paris, a while back, at some fashion shows, there was this freak accident and over 70 people died. 70. Believe that?
Oh.
It was apparently due to a faulty electric cable near a puddle. What freaks me out is, how can a puddle kill 70 people? That's insane. So it appeared they're all lured to this electric puddle, drawn to it somehow, and dead.
Wow, that is insane.
Huh. Talking about a lot of people dying in a very Hitman way at the Paris fashion show. It's certainly not something I did, but I wonder if it's a reference to like an internet video or something. IO is definitely the kind of developer who would put a reference to a popular internet thing into the game. If it hasn't been made totally clear by the series so far, I really, really like IO Interactive as a developer. I think they do great work, and I'm super happy that they got the rights to the Hitman franchise away from Square when they left, so that they can keep making them. Alright. We don't have a coin. I definitely don't want to cause an explosion just yet. This is a situation right here where it would have been really good to bring a coin. But when that guy looks... Oh, he can see me? Uh-oh. Okay, well...
Slip through.
Shoot, I was too far away from the thing. I wasn't covered anymore.
Come in, Command. Okay.
We both heard that crack.
Shoot.
That means cerebral lesion or concussion at bit.
Good start, me. Alright. You can close it and bail.
Who's our guy? Could be anyone.
Alright. Just get away from the bodies. Those guys know that I am not the guy that I'm pretending to be. Gate guards are on their stuff. Okay, that was real sloppy, but we're in.
You alright, mate?
Cowboy up. We're in business.
Ooh. Now that's a perch. Alright. We have a backup plan in case things go south for us being inside here. That water tower plus our rifle, that could be a thing. It looks like there's a pretty good way to sneak through all the way over to here.
Nice threads, buddy.
Thanks. They're new. I was gonna take that gun that was laying on that barrel over there, but we're gonna have to stay loose for a minute here till things settle down, at least. Doesn't look like anybody's looking. I'm not 100% sure we even really need this to be unlocked, but I'm going to unlock everything I can unlock safely so that we don't later, while fleeing, get caught by something and have to, you know, die to gunfire. What's over here? Anything useful? Nothing useful. These cans of Dr. Pop are empty. You can't knock somebody out with an empty aluminum can.
Briggs being brought into this camp has increased recently. Rose is on his own planet. But that new interrogation guy with the mask, what, Berg was it? What the hell's going on?
You know what? I talked to him earlier over a smoke. He's a really nice guy. Really eloquent, soft-spoken. Used to work with Mossad as a chemical interrogation expert.
Yeah, super creepy, more like it. Why the mask? Horrific scars? What?
Well, that's for show, isn't it? Told me Mossad kicked him out because he'd started adding hypnosis and mind control to his bag of tricks. Apparently it all got a bit too much for them with the mask. Just there to support the terror he likes to instill in his subjects. It's all rather fascinating, man.
Almost blew his head off the first time I ran into him. Came out of that lab of his, you know, with that mask. I thought I'd come face to face with some backwater murderous cannibal type.
I guess it means the mask is working. Anyway, I'm happy he's on our side. Oh, I'd hate to be strapped to a chair, drugged to hell, and having to look at that mask while answering questions.
Hell yeah, that would suck out loud.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Dude must be, like, pretty much stone cold. Wait. Make sure that that person is not looking over here when I pick this lock. Okay. I think the guy on the porch is too far away for it to matter. Alright, let's let ourselves in here. I gotta say, I'd be a little wary of walking around a Colorado militia camp. Bunch of jumpy types with automatic weapons all the time. I'd be real nervous about walking around looking weird at all, because you can never tell when these guys is going to just go off. I'm not allowed to be up here by the house. I do notice all the guys up by the house are wearing, like, particular hats, more tactical gear. Alright, we haven't seen anything that looks like a classic Hitman weird murder opportunity. So for the moment, I'm just going to keep walking around and looking at stuff, waiting to overhear significant conversations or find interesting intel.
The fancy parkour moves, okay?
What does that sound? Huh.
All right, guys. I just came in here to check on everything. So you all right?
Sure. What's up, Graves?
Oh, just wanted to make sure everything was running smoothly. So, the connection's secure? No weird signals or anything?
No weird signals, no. Connectivity's a bit of a problem, but we're rerouting some things. It all looks fine. Should we be on alert?
No. No, I just like making sure. Big ears out there, You can, never be too careful.
Sure. We're on top of it. No need to worry.
Glad to hear it. If you encounter anything unusual, let me know immediately. Yeah?
Sure, Graves. We'll keep you in the loop.
I don't like how paranoid she is. That means she's paying attention.
Sure. Just wait a minute. Try it again.
Do we have any intel on her? Now that I know their stuff, I'm going to read all of it. Former Interpol anti-terrorist analyst, Penelope Graves is the Colorado militia's new strategic advisor. With an IQ in the upper 190s, terribly meaningful. Penelope was always an outsider meant for great things. She could speak fluently at the age of 6 months. Really? And studied college-level physics at the age of 5. This has got to be a reference to a character from another... Like, this has got to be a Freedom Fighters character or something. That's silly in a way that Hitman characters often aren't. Not to say that Hitman's not a silly game, because it is, but... However, she gravitated toward logics, game theory, and criminal psychology. After graduating from Cambridge, she became a criminal profiler with the Metropolitan Police Service, and later transferred to Interpol, where she rose to become one of their most prolific anti-terror analysts. Here she briefly led the international manhunt against Sean Rose, the terrorist whose network she inexplicably now appears to have joined. Our sources at Interpol deny that Graves should be involved in any sort of sting operation. However, according to rumors, Graves recently discovered evidence about systematic corruption and power abuse at the highest levels of the UN, only to be shut down by her superiors. Graves was allegedly disillusioned by the incident. A highly analytical thinker, she cares deeply about order and can't tolerate a broken system. This may very well be when she switched sides. But how she got in contact with Rose, or what shared cause or agenda might justify her betrayal, is, as of yet, unknown. According to Graves' own psychological profile, she is not only exceptionally intelligent, but also deeply empathetic. She nevertheless shows a distinct moral fluidity, making her able to make choices in the service of a greater good that normal people would shy away from. Greater good should maybe be in quotation marks. When confronted with the classic trolley problem, Graves would push the fat man onto the tracks without hesitation. Graves could have been a formidable asset to ICA. Alas, she has joined a ruthless terrorist organization, and a contract is a contract. See, this is a moral fluidity. They're kind of like, this is supposed to be scary, and then they say this thing, and man, if they're talking about the trolley problem, the formulation of the trolley problem that I'm familiar with, I also would push the fat man without hesitation, so I don't think of myself as terribly morally fluid, but maybe. Well, she's certainly vulnerable to sniping. Also, do you guys see this scary-ass scarecrow over here? Cannot blend in. Too suspicious. How would I use the scarecrow? Can I be the scarecrow? Oh, that's exactly the kind of silly that a Hitman game often has. Okay, so she's walking around with 2 armed guards. Heavily armed guards. Those are some largish rifles they were carrying, if I'm not mistaken. So... Ooh, hey! A Fruit King.
I need to clear my head and have some privacy here. Look, I appreciate that you've been assigned to protect me, but please just leave me alone for a few. Hey there. I'm, Penelope Graves, the new analyst. So
I'm busily expecting these
with
bags.
Sean Rose in a few. Anything you think I should know about him?
Well, to be honest, he gives me the creeps. I don't much appreciate his methods. I'm more of a see the whites of their eyes kind of soldier. Remote bombings just seem, I don't know, wrong.
I suspect you can't be alone thinking that. How's his relationship with the others?
I know there's been talk about this OCD and how it might be affecting him. Apart from that, I ain't know much.
That's the kind of thing. I mean, if she's going to go meet with Charlie Rose, we need to drop our phone somewhere that she's going to find it. Let's try to get ahead of her, predict her path a little bit.
Hey, you look like you know your way around the compound. I just had a weird encounter with Sean Rose. He seemed kind of, I don't know, intense.
I think she's going to come this way.
He can be a bit of a hard ass from time to time. But
Hold on. There's a button that lets you just... Oh, well, I guess G lets me drop
I guess
stuff.
the stress of building all those bombs needs to get chatted about somehow.
Oh, that's... Yep. Yep, thanks.
Is
Good,
that the
good
general
eye.
feeling among the men
Good
of
looking
the
out.
I've heard some
Dirk.
others talk about his past. Some
Walk away.
cult affiliation. And I guess that explains his intensity.
Take that thing with you. What are you doing?
Oh, yep, that's... Thanks. Yeah, it's a new phone. It's very slippery. These damn gloves. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh. Think about it. If we could get her this phone and then she goes to a meeting with Rose and we just trigger it.
I'm sorry if you can't handle it, but in this world, I know I can trust only 2 things.
This greenhouse.
You're scaring me, buddy.
If we could stand somewhere that she's not able to see, where nobody's looking directly at us, and throw the phone. But I have to do it so that she's the one who picks it up. If anybody sees us throw the phone, they'll just tell us to pick it back up, like the way that was happening there. This is tough because this mission has it's fewer people than are present in a lot of the spaces in a lot of the other missions, but it's they're spread out in such a paranoid way that it's very difficult to find a moment where nobody's looking. Also, none of them are just civilians. Everybody's security minded. I'm not giving up on this just yet. I think this is a good idea. We can get a 2-for-1 here. I bet there's a challenge for that, right?
I have to say, it's a beautiful piece of work.
For a murderous death trap.
Well,
Is she not coming this way?
you know, art comes in many guises. Swords
Oh, I
can
want to
be
hear this
beautiful,
conversation, but I also want to follow her.
And this bomb, I mean, have you seen how tiny it is? Looks like a smartwatch battery. It's so fully integrated with the hardware that most laymen could take it apart and never even notice. Sean Rose might be an uptight, self-righteous prick, but he is a true artist.
Fine, he's an artist, but he's still a bloody coward. Bomb makers. Never liked them, never will.
I'm a little surprised by how many of these guys aren't American. Okay, she's all the way over there now.
You know, I've been thinking.
So somewhere, there's a smartwatch that is a bomb. And that we maybe could take apart and get the little bomb battery out of, but... missed my opportunity. Alright, well... Oh, hey.
That is Ezra Berg.
Yes,
former
thank you,
Mossad
Diana.
interrogator.
I'm so glad you're here. I
Services
never would
on
have known.
demand at the moment.
Looks a bit
don't-
out of place, doesn't she?
I don't even like him looking at me. We need to get into this house. Alright, let's either find a sneaky way in or find a way to get one of these outfits. That guy looks like he's allowed to go places. Ooh, wait, something to read. Nope, just a blend-in opportunity.
What's a success rate? Scary good, actually. Just the brass that never listen.
Well, I like her. Nice to have a normal person around. Some arseholes in this place. Why did you put it in there?
Is there anybody in here? I didn't really look around before doing that. That was probably actually extremely dangerous. Okay. The guy at the window is having a conversation with another guy who is right there. We could open the door and throw, like, the crowbar through or something. You can make noise with non-coin objects. And then when the guy inside goes to look, we grab the dude who's outside the window, and then we go inside and grab the inside guy. We haven't really done anything yet, so if we try something and we just die, not a big deal. Oh! He's walking away from the window, actually. But his buddy's just gonna sit there and keep watching, huh? No, wait. Get away from the wall? Okay. Stop being suspicious. Oh, wait. If he's gonna walk away... It's on his phone. Alright.
Get out of here!
Shit! He turned right as I...
Knocking people out? What the hell? Command, target is... Go!
Oh, that didn't work.
Spread out! Hold your fire! He disappeared! Is in the garage! I know, Ben. Soldier! What unit
Damn it.
are you with? Come on, you can't...
The,
Got a cycle. What?
That's not good. Okay. We have precisely one chance for surviving this. Hey, look! You have a phone call! Trigger it! Okay, it blew up eventually. So the problem I was having there was nobody could see us in exactly that moment, and I thought maybe I could just steal that guy's clothes and leap through the window real fast. But the problem with only having a few buttons that are used to map many, many context-sensitive commands is that the fake surrender option
Welcome to Colorado, 47.
is the same key as vault through a window. And so I couldn't vault because I had the option of faking a surrender, which sucks. Alright, hold on. I want to try something. Before we go any further into the compound, I'm going to grab my big gun. Oh, there's a coin right here. That is definitely something that will be useful. I want to grab my big gun and see how feasible it is for me to make it to that water tower. Let's try to stay away from everything. I can vault over these, right? No, apparently not. Those two guards at the gate are the biggest concern. I'm pretty sure that if we can get past them, we can make it all the way over there. Just sticking to the outside wall. Boy, he is looking right over here, huh? The coin is completely ridiculous. By a large margin, the most powerful item in the game. This also is a thing that might be much, much easier to do once we've acquired a little bit of mission mastery. Because we can probably start over there somewhere with an eye, or like make our pickup location over there at least. Alright, once this guy passes... stopping to look at stuff. I'm gonna go. Let's see here. That guy over there... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One again. I'm stuck in the mud. Okay. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Just keep moving, don't stop. Break line of sight, break line of sight. Alright, I think I'm clear. Oh, there's a guy right on the other side of that fence, though. Shoot. The water tower's right in there. And you know, part of the Hitman thing is that you're usually in like civilian spaces. This thing where there's actual security everywhere, somewhat unusual. Quickly, quickly. And there's like a level or two like this in every game. It's just a little unusual. I wonder if I'd be allowed to carry around this rifle if I was in one of those militia disguises. Because, I mean, a lot of them are carrying guns. But this one's pretty obviously... you know what? A brick is actually fine. I was just thinking, in case we run into anybody up here, I want to have the ability to deal with them. Weird creature. I should maybe have paid more attention to that, but I was just trying to get to my perch. We could make a thing happen from up here. I can't get around to the other side, though.
Hey, listen guys, I appreciate your dedication, but please can you just let me have some alone time? I've got to focus and it's not easy with an entourage, okay? Thank you.
So she sheds her security detail. Probably semi-frequently. But I wonder how many of them we could just take from up here. We know Berg walks around in the open near the house at one point. I'm just going to do this. I know this isn't the coolest way, but...
Graves is down.
You can't argue with the efficacy, right? So... yeah, challenge completed. It counts.
Come on, you copy?
Listen, I'm not saying we won't go back and do the silly adventure game stuff, because we totally will. But I'm not going to turn down... oh, here we go. Oh, look at the lead.
Ezra Berg has been eliminated.
I just guessed. I just guessed at the travel time of the bullet. I feel pretty okay about that. Alright, people are going to start panicking. Oh, and also noticing me. I think his mate saw me. Well, if anybody comes up here, we can certainly deal with them.
Man, I'm on the roof, and nothing to report from here. Over.
Clear.
Alright, I'm assuming that the other two are probably going to be in the house. Or, I guess we didn't check out that big barn.
Roof is clear. Moving on. Over.
Heads up! Tango is hiding in that tower.
Ah, one of them saw me. They all got scoped rifles. Okay, well, this might be over.
You there?
I mean, what's...
Here now, and the area is clear.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, there is no cover up here. Crap, I can't even, like, climb over the railing. Plan. Need a plan. Here's a plan. Shoot. I think it looked like that guy knew where we were. I think everybody knows where we are now. This is a powerful rifle. Alright, what if I stop shooting? Because a lot of them are looking around, but don't necessarily seem to be looking up at the water tower. Maybe if I just stay cool for a minute here, things will... no, that guy definitely knows. Yeah, they know.
Pull yourselves together, gentlemen. Let's end this. That's a
How would I get out of here?
Come on, stupid.
This is good, though. I think it's a good thing that people figure out where you are eventually, even though the rifle's silenced and stuff, like they just work it out. Because otherwise, you could solve every level by hiding in a tower somewhere, and you should have to do this for like one target at most, and then have to bail. Well, I don't think we're gonna make it out of this. Let's go ahead and restart. We'll play it quote unquote right. But this is an option for Graves, at least. If we do everybody else and we can't find a clean way to get Graves, we could go to the tower and do the thing. Alright, so let's get back in this way, at least to get the coin. I don't know if this is necessarily the way we want to go the whole way, but... coin is a useful tool. Let's look around this side, see if there's an opportunity to pick up an outfit that's a little bit less, shooting the gun immediately. Okay. Here's a guy who's all by himself. Shoot.
Possible situation.
Possible situation indeed. Do I have time to dispose of this body? Because that would be ideal. Nope. Shit.
I do not want to know what you are planning to do with that body, mister. Drop it. Get on the ground. Now.
Okay, alright. He hasn't called out to anyone yet. No radio contact or anything. This is still containable. Maybe he doesn't have his radio. Okay. Well, now we gotta hide two bodies. Is there a crate around here? We could put them in the shredder. Probably. I mean, I don't see a box anywhere. As long as we don't press the button. I mean, also... these guys, these are not good guys. These are... if something happens, something happens. I feel a lot less bad about this than I do about, you know, doing this to a chef or something working in a hotel. But we're not going to press the button. For now. Unless we need to use it to hide more bodies. Oh, it only takes one body at a time. Alright. Well. Like I said, one of these militia camps is not going to be filled with good, innocent people who are up to no evil. That's real gross. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a challenge for that. gentlemen.
Enjoy, sir.
Well, alright, we've done it. This time we only had to kill one person to get in, so improving. Whoa.
You're a beauty now. 100% bulletproof. Mexicans are gonna love you, baby.
Militia technicians. So these are the guys that we saw that I was trying to become one of. Are technicians allowed up in the house, I wonder? Oh, okay. I am not going to release the car and drop it on this fellow, but that's an option for later. You know, if we should be able to get one of the targets under it or something. Just find Graves and tell her, hey, we figured out what's wrong with your car. Come have a look. Huh. What is the sewage pit about?
I just feel like I could have made a difference. It won't be my first motorcade, you know. No.
Sure.
No, I'm not asking for a free ticket or anything. Look, you take me to Mexico. You're not gonna regret it, okay? Just saying.
Yeah. And guess who they're sent to clean up the mess? Yours truly.
Hey, guys.
Tough titty, said the kitty. Not even guards are coming through this way, sorry.
We gotta get one of those outfits. You know, like that guy up there by himself. Let's, I mean, he's up there in full view of an awful lot of people. How do we get up there? Where's the way up onto the roof of this building? Oh, I guess he got up there from over here, probably. From inside the house. Yeah, it would actually be really cool if we could get up there. Is there not a place here where Hitman can just jump up and... Okay, here we go. I was gonna say, this is, like, pretty low. We know he's an athletic dude. Oh, I'm allowed to be up here. Never mind. What are the odds that I could take that guy down without causing some kind of massive scandal? I mean, basically nothing. But maybe we could catch him walking somewhere, or... Is he guarding this? Is he preventing people from passing?
We do not accept any trespassing. Violators will be shot and survivors will be shot again. Don't come back here. Hope you understand that.
Alright, alright. So... What is going on in that barn? I guess we can just go find out, right? We can walk around to the front of it. We're allowed to be out there.
So what's this I hear about a training accident?
That would be Burgess, the sharpshooter. He's point man in the Mexico operation.
Huh. Got clipped by a ram or something?
The team trains with a battering ram to simulate the attack on Secretary Torres' motorcade. I don't know, I guess old Burgess had his head up his ass.
9 out of 10 accidents happen in the home.
They do say that. Anyway, the guy was lucky. Sprained his ankle, that's all. He'll be back in a couple.
So does Rose still supervise the training?
Sure, why?
Well, if we ever want to get rid of Rose without the boss knowing, I guess Burgess just taught us how.
I like your thinking. Tell Parvati, eh, man? It'll make her day.
Cannot trust these people. Right. Did you guys go have your plot conversation somewhere else? I'm trying to do plot of my own over here. Okay, so they're using rams and stuff to train in here. Yeah, I know. just looking. Am I not allowed to look? I'm probably not allowed to look. Actually, that's probably extremely the case. So this is where we were hearing the gunfire from earlier. Shooting range. Man, what if I could pretend to be Burgess? This guy they're talking about. I wonder where he's laid up.
You know security's tight when we can't let any security personnel through. Sorry.
Where would I put an injured guy who needs a couple of days to recover? They have an infirmary around here somewhere? It might be in the house, I guess. Yeah, they might. They might. I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest, none of us are exactly
God's finest. Takes a thief to catch a thief and all that. Penelope Graves? She seems like a straight arrow.
Everyone's got their own reason to be here. Money, excitement, revenge, idealism. Graves is an analyst. She likes systems, patterns, and order. She can't stand it that the system's broken.
Patterns and order, huh? Yeah.
She and Rose have something in common.
Issues to do
She and I have a couple of things in common. I'm starting to get a little worried about.
Terror analysts for Interpol looking at screens all day trying to predict the next riot. Terrorism.
What's her success rate?
Scary good, actually. It's just the brass that never listen.
Well, I like her. Nice to have a normal person around. Some arseholes in this place. We might reach critical mass and implode.
Very true.
What is this? Delivery of a large shipment of nitroglycerin arriving this morning. A note mentions it was stored at the munitions depot. Well, that's got to be useful information. So there's a lot of generators around. We could turn these off, and somebody will go to check them out, but we'll get in trouble if we're seen turning them off. And also, I haven't yet seen a situation where I thought that it was important to lure away one person where that was a thing that could actually be done. But there's a lot of explosives and stuff around. This is almost like, to a certain extent, this is kind of the opposite of a lot of Hitman levels, in that I'm sort of spoiled for choice. Like, it's a real embarrassment of riches out here. Just gotta find the best way to use the many, 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 many tools that are at our disposal here. Hey, free apricots. Boy, I just can't even imagine. What if I put a lot of nitroglycerin into an apricot? Is that a thing? Can I do that? Boy.
Okay, here's a scenario. Say a perp is getting away, right? He's running the best he can. Let's say he's shoplifted or something. So would you tase him in the neck/face or take out a leg with a shotgun?
You know, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I mean, sometimes you scare me, man. I don't know how to answer that.
I'm like Teflon. Everything just repels all your negativity.
Alright, so
That
Graves is over here.
Penelope Graves, acclaimed anti-terror analyst.
Do we want to try this one more time?
Strange to see her.
It's a good
as part of this
idea.
crowd.
I'm kind of lost here. I mean, it's literally my first weekend. I already got chewed out by Rose.
She comes down this way, right? Okay, hold on a second. Like I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure there's a button that lets you gently set something down, and maybe it won't upset people if I use it to put the phone down. It's the button you use to precisely put down mines and stuff. I can't... Alt.
Fully trust a man engaged in that amount of personal hygiene. I mean, I'm down with not smelling as much as the next guy, but it seems like he's really into washing his hands. Was he trying to get out?
And the others? I mean, how's the general consensus?
It's hard not to respect the skill. I wouldn't look to him for leadership, but as a bomb builder, he's second to none as far as I'm concerned. I think we all share that feeling.
Alright, I think I put that... Nope, she goes into the... Darn it. Well, let's go get my phone back. Hey. Hey, that's my phone. You stay away from my phone. Mine. Get out of here.
I could shoot you right here and now, and no one would care. You understand that?
It's my phone, you weirdo. Alright. She come out this entrance?
So
I heard.
found out that Pavati was a Tamil tiger. Those are some seriously hard people.
Yeah.
Beginning to see how she got her run back in.
Alright, we can do this. We can do this.
I've spent all the
That's right. She goes in the greenhouse. Yes, thank you. What a weird guy. She goes in the greenhouse and then...
That's some deep cowboy shit, man.
What I'm saying is that a weapon is like a mirror to your soul.
There's so many people having so many conversations. I'm just checking the flowers, which we all think are very important as militia people. You know how we love our flowers. It's real noisy here. Okay, so she comes out, but I don't remember which way. Oh, you know what? I don't think I saw which way, because I got distracted by them talking about that watch bomb. Let's just stand somewhere where we can see her. Okay. Ah. How about over here? Over here might work.
Sir, you dropped something.
Damn it. People are everywhere. Where did you come from? This is not going to work. There's just too many people everywhere. That's a shame. This would have been a really useful tool on a lot of levels.
Yeah, lights, noise from the crowd, snapping of bones being broken. It helps a lot.
That makes sense.
Actually,
Hey, I'm sorry, buddy. You can't just throw your stuff around, you know?
Not even local security. Sorry about that. Rules are rules, sir.
Hey, pick that up. You can't just leave it here.
I put it down in a place where I thought nobody would see me actually put it down. What happens if I just walk away? If I refuse to go back and pick it up?
That thing. What is it? Hey, please, just go see what it is.
This is not going to work.
That's a stand down.
Area cleared.
Okay.
Well,
Whatever.
it's ringing.
Why the mask? Horrific scars?
It should be ringing. Oh my god, he takes such a long time to answer it. She's going to walk away. Boy. That really explodes.
Troublemaker is making a mess of it.
Understood.
Opportunity.
Hey, you. Stay right
Nope.
there.
I thought maybe I had, maybe enough people would be drawn away by the explosion that we could just run through, hide inside the house, and, you know. Alright, well. Let's not just give up. Let's see what happens here.
Stay calm or be dead.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm giving up. Why are people suspicious of me? I'm currently giving up. I'm in the giving up state. Shoot. Okay, that's a lot of dudes. Just blind firing. Oh, well, that's the end of me then. Oh, maybe not. Hitman's very tough. He's a tough dude. Hide, hide, hide. Find a place to hide. Again, the kind of thing I should not be allowed to get away with. Oh boy. Let's switch back to the quiet gun. This fellow right here might be an opportunity.
We gotta get him out in the open!
Oh, well. Get off the tree. Shit. That's a lot of dudes. Yeah, that was ill-advised. Perhaps impulsive. Well, I think we are out of time for today, unfortunately. No hour 40 episode for us for today. But that's very interesting. Alright. Come back next time. We're gonna take it a little bit slower, keep measuring our opportunities. But I'm feeling good about it. We're going to figure this out. And we'll see you then.